Well, a lot of people come to hear specific songs, and I try not to disappoint. And believe me, people let you know after the show if you know. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 times in my life I haven't played Wichita Lineman during a show, and there'll be a gang of people saying, "You didn't play Wichita Lineman." You know, I mean, you really can't get away with anything. But so I try to play a lot of hits, and I try to get into the background of each song and how it, to some degree, this is a cliche now, everybody does this, but some songs do have a really interesting history, and it's sort of worth telling, you know. When there really is no story behind the song, well then there's not much point in telling the story. But I've been blessed with some real characters in my life, and in terms of the artists who've done my songs. And I'm cross-genre, which has nothing to do with sex. It's about the different types of music that I've been involved with. So, I mean, I was very close friends with Mr. Sinatra for a number of years, played a lot of music for him, and eventually had quite a bit of music recorded by him. Not as much as Sammy Cahn. I think Sammy Cahn had 85 songs with Mr. Sinatra. I didn't come close to that. But it runs the gamut from Mr. Sinatra to Waylon Jennings, who was a very close friend, who actually recorded MacArthur Park 4 times, which is a record that will never be broken, I fear. And also Glenn Campbell, who I had, I could go so far as to say that we were like brothers in a way. And certainly we were musically, we were brothers, because we bonded and created a kind of unique sound. And Glenn's records were among the first cross-genre records that came out of pop and got played on country radio stations, and I think he'll be remembered for that. I think he'll be remembered as the country guy who got on pop radio. And to say he lived a colorful life is really to grossly understate. So it's just my way of saying that there really are some interesting, hopefully the audience finds them interesting. There's some interesting characters behind these songs and the way they came about, including the beneficently mad Richard Harris, the Irish actor who decided by golly he was going to record MacArthur Park and it was going to be a hit. Jimmy Webb. He used to call me Jimmy Webb. Never Jimmy, never Webb, always Jimmy Webb. And he fastened onto the idea of doing an album with me and really wouldn't let me off the hook, And I think I didn't fancy the chances of that album being a hit as much as I just loved him and wanted to hang out with him, and we drank a lot of Guinness and a lot of crazy things happened, and almost as an afterthought, oh yes, and the album was a huge hit,